Hello everybody, welcome back to Let's Play HOI4 Kaiserreich as Greece. Let us continue on from where we last left off. So, things are looking pretty good. We've already capitulated Lithuania and White Ruthenia. We've got a pretty decent push right now into Poland. And right now, Germany they're constantly trying to push into us. I don't think it's going to work in the long run. Yeah, just go straight to Rhodes. Capture these troops while they're just kind of hanging out. They did invade us in Anatolia, but it should be fine. I'd be surprised if anything major comes out of that. But I would like to make this line a little bit safer. We're gonna have 8 divisions. Some of them are like bicycle divisions, so they're not that strong. I was thinking if we can just cut here, these two provinces, around these troops, like that'd be lovely. What is Russia planning, by the way? Just a full 87 division strike straight into the country. Okay. Fair enough, I guess. Yeah, but Germany's already lost like 200,000 men just against us. Russia's lost a decent amount. I mean, they are fighting up here in Sweden. Do not do any assaults. Just hold the line. I don't know how much manpower does Germany have? Not a lot. I mean, we don't have a lot either. But they have less. So I can see they're sending more troops into Anatolia. And honestly, I think that's kind of okay. Like, I'm not too worried about Anatolia falling or anything like that. The question remains, like, when's Germany going to stop attacking us? Because I would like for them to stop. Because we're already down to 0 manpower, so we might not even be able to build these tank divisions. If I cancel all these guys, I get 13,000 manpower back, which isn't that impressive. Yeah, no, we have low manpower. We aren't extensive. We probably want to go to service by requirement as soon as we can. Right now we're getting one. Okay, so it'll be like 42 days. A little bit over a month. We can change our conscription law. Be something a little bit less bad. Yeah, like they're attacking most of the front here. I'm actually thinking, like, what if we just did what we did before? We could switch all our troops up to the north. Like, would that work? Would that be possible? I don't know. We need to take one of these ports from them. I feel like that's important. It doesn't look like they actually have any troops in this region for some reason. I don't know why they are not doing anything with that information. Like, maybe I do just send the blue army up to like Lithuania and just be like, hey, Serbia, you're kind of on this on your own. I mean, it is definitely banking on Austria not getting too aggressive. That might be a dumb idea. Japan, what is your thought? You're targeting Indochina? Love to see it. You should attack the Germans for us, especially Germany's Asia, and get them the hell out of my back. Like, get them out of here. We're already losing men, unfortunately. $47. I'm just saying if there's any point where I just sense weakness. I do still think like a breakthrough here, getting that one surround would be really nice. I know it's surprising. Doing really well in a war would help you out. Why? I did not mean to send you down there. Please just stay on the front line of Bulgaria. I can't tell if these troops are moving or not. But I can't help but notice that like this one province is just completely empty. Like, it's kind of hard not to notice these things. How did you get broken? I don't understand, but okay. When will you be there? You're going to be there in 1 hour. Fantastic. So we got a encirclement. Rush these guys for now. Do you have any troops that you can give me? The answer is no. And I don't think... Yeah, Albania does not either. Both those are pretty unfortunate for us. Maybe we just let this one guy with... No, he's going to leave in like 1 whole day. Probably a little bit too long. By the way, how is air superiority looking? I just want to make sure that we're still looking okay. We are. Fantastic. I don't know what the penalty for them is at the moment. 17%? Not bad. But we are about to run out of fuel, and I would say that is bad. So, I guess we'll trade with Iran. Like, give me like 3 factories worth of oil, please. Does that help us out? 24, so we're gaining 1.2. We're spending 900. So we should be good. Like, this should still increase our oil supplies ever so slightly. Like, we're at least not in the negatives, which is a relief. I think you guys should hopefully be heading up towards the north. You guys just go capture their only port. I don't know why the AI thought that a port would not be important, but okay. Yeah, please send you up to this front line as well. Yeah, so go take roads. Do not let them take a different port. Obviously, that is not in our best interest. Like, I get that you're in the mountains, but even with a negative... Oh, they're actually, like, pretty well experienced. How long until you actually attack Indochina? 14 days left. But does Indochina actually target Germany, East Asia? I don't know. So you want to leave. You're going to be leaving in 4 days. That will get us an encirclement bonus on these guys. You're doing another naval invasion. I have to say, I really do not like Germany, East Asia. They are a real menace. I think I did get kicked out of 1 province, unfortunately. That is a shame. And I feel like the war's taking more casualties than I would like. And I'm assuming we don't have naval superiority here, right? No, we actually do. 50%. Barely, but it is there. Anywhere else is basically impossible. So really, again, what we're hoping for is a it's the Entente to somehow, or not the Entente, the Internationale to somehow really pull this together, so that they can help us win the war. Yeah, so we finally dealt with these guys. Where do they land again? They land... Oh, they're actually about to enter Athens. That's less than ideal. That won't capitulate me, right? I don't think so, but it would bring us depressingly close. We're doing another naval invasion, huh? And Germany, East Asia just go away forever. Okay, they did actually finally put troops up to the north. I mean, it took them long enough. But once again, they've landed, but they don't have any They don't have a port. We should be okay. Unfortunately, they do have a port in these tiny islands. So Germany could bring more troops along. Okay, Dutch East Indies has capitulated. I don't know if that helps us or not. The Dutch East Indies... I mean, the Netherlands still technically exist. Not by, like, much. Like, they only own Rotterdam. You guys think you're really not going to leave, huh? You're really just going to be there forever, which I am not a fan of. Okay, so we're going to have rubber for Andalusia. Thank you for your trade. The Cairo Pact do anything for us? No, because they've already taken the Suez. Like, if they didn't take the Suez, there's a chance they could have gone to war over it, but... Fortunately, that does not seem like it's going to be the case. We could deploy, like, 2 really trash Turkish troops, but I really don't think that's going to help us out too much. Let's see, like, is there a weak point? Like, we got some fort tier, which is definitely going to be a cause for concern. Okay, yeah, these guys are just dead. Okay, well, that's fantastic news. So they should also be sent up towards the north. You have like 622 defense, huh? That's very high. I'm not a fan of that. How many aircraft do we just have in storage? A decent amount, but unfortunately we don't have any manpower, so we cannot deploy those planes quite yet. I think like we can maybe do a break. What level? It's level 2 fort. We could maybe get a breakthrough straight into this province to work. I think it might be the weakest link. Of course, it's always kind of hard to tell. Because every point looks like it could be the weakest link sometimes. When it's all very defended. Try to move our way over here. I think Russia just doesn't have enough men. 123 divisions is like not a lot for Russia to have. I expect them to have a little bit more. Don't see any troops here, unfortunately. And Austria, thankfully, is still staying out of this. But for how long, I do not know. I mean, like, they're draining their organization a lot. Okay, we're at a 63. I think we just put everything into this possible breakthrough if we can get that to work. It's going to cause the AI to kind of reposition itself a lot. But if we can get Poland to fall, our avenues are wide open. Yeah, we did. We can maybe break the breakthrough. Maybe they're attacking us because the AI does understand that it probably wants to stop our movement. A little bit unfortunate, but it is what it is. So Russia's going to keep trying to attack this guy. Like, it's just not going to work. Sure, our armament's an 8.3% penalty. Like, maybe we can send our plane or our boats up here. But our boats do not change those numbers at all. So we'll just dock. In our dock, there we go. We don't need 4. Send 3 back home. 1 guy is probably enough to hold the strait. Yes, immediately go up to all of the serve. We could have done that about 50 days ago. Looking at these numbers. You got I mean, we're a rest of reinforcements. They are around the middle of Belarus at the moment. Okay, 94, 95. Please stop attacking us so I can move my troops in. I beg of you. Okay, it's also time to try to push our way into this port. 2 divisions is not a lot. Our air superiority is giving them a negative 15%. I could... No, we have like total air superiority. I don't think it will actually affect it too much, unfortunately. Do something like this to try to make sure we can maybe make our breakthrough. It has worked. Stop this attack. And your job is to just go to here. Basically do what we did last time. And just surround these guys, kill them off, and do like one more jump forward. Actually, they've abandoned this province, so let's send a cavalry division over there. Shrink our front line down one more province. Go across this river. Okay, so there we go. All you guys are on this front. Please and thank you. And just leapfrog your way closer and closer to Warsaw. We're going to kill... I don't know how many troops that is. 6, 7, 8, 9... 13 divisions. Not too bad, I would say. They are in a city with 2 victory points, which is not a ton, but it is still going to give them a little bit of supplies. You guys have really landed down here again. I mean, I shouldn't be surprised by it, but I'm still very disappointed by it. Send our troops down south again. Hopefully it does not lead to a war with the Austrians. Yeah, the river is going to prove to be maybe a little bit more of a challenge here. Again, we inch ever closer, day by day. Victory will be upon us. 1943 tech probably is a little bit too advanced. By the way, looking at this stuff, do I have enough to now put in the anti-air and anti-tank? Yes, for the anti-tank we have the go-ahead. For anti-air we do as well. So we'll save that template. Put in what we need into it. Also, we're going to just quickly deploy here. Deploy whoever we can. Deploy to that front line. Please and thank you. Oh, so you're attacking us. You can't make this work. Like, there's no way in hell you can. It's good, of course. Oh, you guys made the push. Okay, please go towards Mamel. Can't forget that there's more than one front. I guess we go for like the Navy tech now. Like, I'm looking at most of the others. I mean, there's nothing we can do. We either do Air Force or Navy. Or one of these things, but I think we still want to go for, probably the Navy. No, the Air Force. The Air Force. By far is going to be actually a better pick for us. So I think right now, purple is looking in a pretty solid spot. So I think we kind of just leave this on its own for now. And kind of focus on whatever we're doing with, the blue army in the north. They're sending troops up here. Not a huge surprise. We do want to kill these guys, though, because we do want to open up our supply lines, because this is a little bit of a bottleneck, for sure. $89, $89. $68's fine. As long as we're not losing battles, we're winning them. Sun Tzu's The Art of War. Yeah, no, this is exactly what we were looking for. This should be enough. 68. Yeah, and you are going to be absolutely crushed. Just devastating victories over and over again for us. And of course, for trade, let's go for probably not more with you. Not the CSA. I guess we'll just trade a little bit with Russia. I know we won't be able to build anything, but we need oil more than anything else. So Browder is in charge of the United States. If you can just go good syndicalist soldier and then just invade Germany, like that's got to be. I mean, at this point, I don't know. Maybe we do want the the USSA just to kind of stay out of this for as long as possible now. Now that we have a good invasion plan here. Okay, so you have made some progress with you. A push through Memel, opening up like the Kölnsberg and Danzig, would be nice. Having an actual front line with Germany does cause the AI to move troops out of Poland into this region. Because the AI, you know, prioritizes its own territory over that of its allies. Of course, just move your troops back down here. A little bit annoyed it even had to come to this, but it should be good. Okay, so maybe the push in a memo. It's not destined for this exact moment in time. How many troops are here? 3, 1 division. Some of them are retreating out. And what we're going to do, as soon as we're done being attacked, we're going to go for another push through. But that's got to be our best plan. This battle, we'll definitely win here. We shouldn't lose any territory to the north. You guys actually landed in Stockholm. Okay, you almost landed in Stockholm. I mean, you are getting a little bit of progress done against Sweden. Not a ton. But an okay amount. Unfortunately, here we are crossing a river, which can make things trickier for us. Like, how ranked are my guys? Yeah, they're looking pretty decent in terms of their rank here. Okay, the Kaiser is dead. Don't think that actually has any real in-game effects. But it's good to know at least Wilhelm III is in charge. Definitely not like the most attractive man, to say the least. No offense to Wilhelm III, if he's watching this at the moment. Yeah, we'll make the AS-72 or AS-42. Like, I want the industry tech. But it is expensive. Okay, let's hold position here. There might be a better way to break through in but mere moments. Yeah, there's still 6 guys, and none of them are considered actually multiple combats, unfortunately. But I do think it's going to be a good time for us to end this episode. So thanks everybody for watching. My name is Anthem. If you enjoyed, my thumbs up. Not enjoy, call you some down. If you want to see more, subscribe, and goodbye.